Morning, guys. This is day 4. Next hut is Landigalur. I'm planning on taking the bus there at 2:30 p.m. to head back to Reykjavik. But the thing is, I was normally supposed to wake up at 5 a.m., but my alarm didn't go off. So I end up waking up at 6:30. Now it's 7:50, and I have about 6 to 7 hours hiking to get to Landigalur, and hopefully make it for the bus of 2:30 p.m. So I'll really have to step up my game today. The funny thing that I learned is I met 2 Dutch people, and they told me that in Holland nowadays they celebrate King's Day, which is the 30th of April, and it's basically celebrating the birthday of the king. But most of the tourists still think that it's Queen's Day that they are celebrating in Holland, which is the 27th of April. So what happens is that on the 27th of April, a lot of tourists end up going to Holland, wearing fully in orange, and every person from Holland is like looking surprised, and they're also surprised, the tourists as well, because no one is in orange, because obviously the celebration of the birthday of the king is on the 30th, and the tourists still believe it's the 27th. So I'm glad I know that. I don't have to make that mistake if ever I should want to celebrate King's Day. Yeah, that's about it. So see you soon. I'll try to make some videos on my way, but I can't promise anything. Well, I'll try. Life is short, so you gotta make the most out of it. So yeah, but to leave. Ciao. It's 5 kilometers left because the hiking from Emstrur to Landigalur is 15 kilometers. During the trail, you descend 400 meters. Meanwhile, the view is still pretty nice. The weather is not disappointing to beat. Which date is it today? I think 18th of September, and it's still sunny and not raining, so I couldn't be any happier. I think it's safe to say God wanted me to enjoy this trip. Yeah. Something that Ryan told me, he couldn't come with me, by the way, today because he planned on waking up late. He said that when you're hiking, it's best to eat every 2 hours and maybe like 200 calories, because that way you can keep up the pace of walking fast. And also you shouldn't want to eat a lot at once. And also you have to eat first and then drink water, because if you do the opposite, you might end up feeling hungry and exhausted after some time because you thought you were full when you drank water. So I'm trying to follow that advice. And another thing he told me, which is really interesting, I didn't know. Apparently, there's such a thing as 420 in America. I didn't know what 420 has a meaning. So we were talking yesterday night randomly cryptocurrency, about his life, about his work, and San Francisco, because he's living in San Francisco. And then he mentions about 420. I don't know how we got to that conversation. So apparently 420 stands for the 20th of April, and that's the date where in the whole of America everyone is like smoking weed. And I was like, really? That is crazy, because he thought that it was something that's well known internationally, at least to my knowledge. I don't know it. So he said, yeah, the 20th of April, everyone is like smoking weed in every state. So I said, wow. So now I know. Next time, 20th of April, I shall think about that, because my birthday is on 21st of April. Should have been maybe the 20th of April. Would have been a nice celebration. And it's something else as well. If you say you are 420 friendly, that means you smoke weed. So I think I will stop with that and continue hiking. I have, I think, 5 kilometers left. I've got nothing to lose, only to gain. So yeah, see you.
Guys, I made it. I read it's 1:45, but I was already here around, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, let me think. 1:30? 1:30? No, at 1. At 1. I arrived here at 1. I'm busy making some food because the bus is at 2:30. So I even have time to make some food, but I'm really happy. And I'm currently listening to a song. So this calls for a little dance to enjoy the moment. Hey, hey.
AKA the independent variable. Trap good, I was serving up the whole way. Hey, where the gold at, baby? Hey, where the coals at, baby? Hey, where the dough at, baby? In the bank, you know I ain't tryna blow that, baby. Hey, we gon' save that money. Hey, we gon' save that money. We gon' save that money. What we do, we gon' save that money. The rag gang got it all wrong. We ain't about to go.
For real though, you need to stop. Outside it's raining, so I cannot go outside. I can take you outside, but I'm staying inside. Let's see. So the bus with the name Trex is the one that we're taking at 2:30 p.m. Maybe I should go make a recap of what are the most important things that I learned and that you should keep in mind if you're planning on doing the Laugavegur trek. Now this is the last stop from Landigalur to come to this hut. It's 55 kilometers. It took me 4 days, and you really need some aqua shoes, as I've showed you during my traveling, that it's really important because you'll be crossing rivers. But what you also need, if I'm not mistaken, is good gear. Layers upon layers. This time I was lucky that the weather was like more or less stable. But in general, they advise you to bring like rainproof and waterproof jackets and shoes and trousers and so on. In the huts, you always have to take your garbage with you. You're not allowed to leave anything behind, and I really strongly advise you to respect that because nature is something really important in this world, and you need to support it and maintain it. Another thing is that you can also pay with your credit card in the huts. I paid for each hut that I stayed. I paid like 2,000 Icelandic coronas, which is like 16 euros and 45 cents. But if you want to sleep in their cabin, you'll have to pay around 8,000 Icelandic coronas, which is around 64 euros, 66 euros to round up. So yeah, it depends on what you want to do. I chose the cheap way, the easy way, and I'm still happy with it. I'm kind of exhausted. My body is, I cannot. Let's say it's 60% of my maximum. My feet hurt, my knees hurt, my back hurts. What doesn't hurt? Maybe my brain, because I wasn't thinking a lot. I was enjoying the view. I hope you guys enjoyed the view as well. And that's it. Live in the moment. It's like I made this hat along with Craig, colleague of mine in Theo Technologies. Live now, act now. That's the motto I'm trying to live by. So yeah, I'm out.
Don't say anything illegal now.
You're being filmed. Yeah, I just arrived in the Reykjavik around 2 hours ago. I'm now in the Landromat Cafe. I managed to go downstairs and put my clothes in the washing machine to wash them. Meanwhile, upstairs you can have a drink, chillax. I'm meeting again here with Frere, exactly. I met in the house of two new friends from Chile. So decided to come here and have a drink. Max and Diego. That's Diego and this is Max. They have been traveling in Iceland already for 25 days with a bicycle. But starting in August because I think in September would have been more challenging. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry, so I think maybe I'll go order something to eat. Meanwhile, we can enjoy the view, and it's a nice memory as well for later. So yeah, test it, and now it's recording and
It's recording 360 video too.
yeah, I'll say be yourself.
I'm feeling intimidated now, man.
It's just for like first minute,
Yeah, I guess.
and then it
And then
just
you get
disappears.
used to it,
Yeah, it's weird.